Hey, do you want to learn how to create a unique and stylish slideshow in Filmora X like the one you're watching right now? Then stay with me. I'll show you how.
Hey, welcome to VC Creator Secret Tutorials. Before we get started, if you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I publish new tutorials every week. For more unique, awesome videos like this, check the links in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, import all your images. Already have mine here. So when you're done, drag down one of the images to the timeline. This is what we're going to use as our background, so let's make some changes to it. Let's get rid of the blank space. So go to crop and zoom and go to pan and zoom and add some motion to it. So when we're done, we need to add an effect. So go search for square blur and drag and drop it on the image. Double click on it and go and change it to 70 and click OK. Now let's drag down our first image. This is what we have. Make sure you leave a space in the front. Then right click and go to crop and zoom, pan and zoom, then add motion to it, add zoom to it, expand it a little bit. We need a very slow motion, something like this. So click OK. Now expand it to the end. Now drag down our second image, do the same thing, go to crop and zoom, pan and zoom, then you add motion to it and click OK. Now expand it to the same length. Now the same thing, let's bring down our third image, bring it down. Right click and go to crop and zoom, pan and zoom, then you add a little motion to it. So follow the same process and do the same to all your other images, one after the other. So when you're done, now let's go to the first image, double click on it, go to transform and change the scale to 70 or 80, then click OK. Now let's add effect to it. Let's drag and drop border, then go to the image, make some changes to the border, change the color, pick any one you want, then the size, make it 5 and click OK. Now this is what we have. So what we need to do now is to right click on the image and copy effect, then highlight the other one and paste effect to apply the same thing to all the other images. Now let's see, we have the same thing applied to all the other images. So now let's go to our first image, double click on it and go to animation. Let's apply this slide up. Now do the same to all the other images. Just click on it, double click on it and go to animation and make sure you you rotate it, you slide it a little bit. Now go to the next one, apply rotation to it, slide your object, the image a little bit. Just rotate it. Do the same to all the other images. Then let's come back and add the motion to it. Double click on it, go to motion and apply this slide up. Apply it to all the other images. Just click on the image and double click on the motion and it will apply automatically. So when we're done, let's see what we have. Now let's do something to the end. Just follow what I'm doing. Just slide it to the front, one after the other. Make sure the first one is least. So pre-render it for a smooth playback. Alright, when we're done with that, let's test it and see what we have. Click and play. This is what we have so far. Isn't it interesting? Alright, we're not done yet. Let's see what we can do. Let's reduce this. This seems to be too long, so let's bring it back. Go reduce it, reduce the length. Make sure you're doing it just the way I'm doing it right now. Align it. The first one should be shorter and it is coming down, getting longer and longer to get to the last image, not the background. Alright, something like this. So we will have an effect like this. Alright, so let's bring in some other images. Go back to our pictures. Let's drag down some images and add some motion to it. So search and drag down any image. I have some here. I'm going to be dragging this ones down. Let's start with this. Drag it down. Double click on it. Or you can expand it first and double click on it and go to transform. Change the scale to 70 or 80 and then you click OK. Now let's add border to it. Go search for border, drag and drop it there, double click on it and go to video effects and change the color to the border. You can choose any color you want. Choose any color of your choice. When it's done, the size, let's make it 5. So let's drag then our second image and do the same thing to it. Here's all our, let's drag down all the images we're going to use. We're going to use 6 of those images. So drag them, make sure you leave space in the front of each one before you drop the other one. Alright, so far this is what we have. I think let's expand the other ones to, let's expand the background first, then highlight the other one and expand them. Let's increase the length. Alright, make sure they are aligned. Alright, apply the same thing to the end. Make sure you slant it. The top should be shorter so that the end will have an effect or an effect like this to end up like this. Alright, Now let's go back to the first image, right click and copy effects and highlight all the other images at once, right click and paste effects. And now we'll have the same thing applied to all the other images. Now let's test it and see. This is what we have so far. So let's go to our first image, double click on it. Let's arrange it on the screen, one after the other. Double click it, align it on the screen. You can follow what I'm doing or you can make your own arrangement. So just do it one after the other by double clicking it, then on the screen use your mouse to drag it to where you want it to be and align it one after the other. Do the same to all your images, or you can slow it down and follow what I do. So when we're done with positioning our images, now we need to apply motion to it. So go to the first, let's see what we have so far. Without the motion, this is what we have. So let's apply motion to all our images. So double click on the first image, then go to motion, then apply slide up. Do the same to all the other images by clicking on it and double clicking on the motion, slide up, and apply to all the images one after the other. Alright, I think we're done with our animation right here. So slice the background and remove the blur and add some zoom to it so that we'll have an effect like this. So this is what we have. I think we're done with our animation, but we're not done yet. So just go through it and make any changes you can. Now the next thing we need to do is to add some sound effects. I have some here. So I'm gonna apply some sound effects. You can hear the sound now because I'm muted. When I'm done, I'll play it and you will hear how it is. So if you have some sound effects, you can add some too. Just drag it down and make sure you align it with the images where the images begins or starts, so that the sound will apply as the image is sliding up. So just follow, do the same to all your images by dragging them down one after the other and applying it, and make sure you're aligning it and everything is in sync with your images. All right, now that we're done with applying sound effects, there's one more thing we can do. Just test it and have a feel of it. If it's okay, now let's add background music. So go to your library, pick any music of your choice and drag it down to the last track on the timeline. So drag it down, drop it there, then cut out any part you don't want. Just listen to it some more. It's okay, you cut out any part you don't want. So this is what we have. You can add fade out to it, then listen to it some more. When you're done, you know what to do next. Smash the export button and let's have our final product.
you enjoyed this video and find it valuable, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so I can keep making them. For more awesome and unique videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also be sure to check out my other videos on this channel as well.
And don't forget to leave a comment below. I love it. Be sure to watch the videos on the screen that we handpicked for you.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.